Hello, and welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to have a quick look at how to add an image background to your JFrame form. For that, we are going to actually start fresh. I have a project over here. In this project, I'm going to create an empty JFrame form. So to display the steps right from the beginning. So there's my form. I'm going to call it test background as an example. The empty form is created over here. What I will do firstly is to make sure the size of the form is roughly what I want it to be, and then immediately after that I will change the layout of the form to null layout. And once I've done that, I will go off and download an image of roughly these dimensions so that it depends on what you want. If you want the image to cover the whole screen, you will download an image that is of these dimensions. Otherwise, you can download a smaller one. So I've already downloaded an image and I've added it to my project folder. So find the project location and go to the source of file folder. There I have added an image of the dimensions that I want for the screen roughly. So that's the image that I've downloaded and I'm planning to put as a background of my screen, and it's in the project location. The reason I've added that is because it just becomes easier in terms of finding where my project is, and if I do move my project, the image kind of goes along with it and I don't have to change the location or the path of the file. Now what you want to do is you might want to start designing your controls screen first, as in I have maybe a label to say the user must enter the data they want to enter over here. So it's just a rough design. I've got them a text area to type in the details of whatever they want to type in, as well as a button. So this is definitely, it depends on what you want your application to look like. So that's the button that you want to click on to say, okay, add the data or something. And the user will be clicking on that button in order to do whatever they want to do. But this is the rough design of my screen. And I want my image to appear as a background behind this controls. So for that, firstly, I will add my label, another label over here. I will change the text control to nothing really, and you click on this label again and go to the properties window. In the properties window, you will see a property called icon. Click on the three dots that are next to this icon property, and in that icon property we are going to choose the image within a project. You will remember I had added this image as a file within my project, so that's why I'm selecting this. If you don't have it within your project, you might want to choose external image and then browse to the location where you've saved this image. For me, I have it within the project, so I will select the image that I want as my background. A preview of the image is shown here, and I click on add. You will see the image is now the background of that label. So what you can then do is drag the label to the size that you want it to be, and everything else will actually come up almost. So there is a order in which controls have been added. You will remember that I added my label, text area, and the button first. So these are my first layer of controls, and the label that was the background was added second, so it becomes the second layer. So if you right click on any of these, you will see. So if I can look at the label that is now actually at the back, if I right click, you will see uh, this menu item called move up. But if you right click on any other, you will see this menu item called move down. So this is to shift your the labels and controls back and forth. So if I do move up on the background label, you will see that will become my first layer, and if I say move down on this one, it will go. So you can play around with it if you find that so when I moved this one up, you can see the button that was here is now gone behind. It hasn't gone away, as you will see from your navigator window. So I just want to show my navigator, for example. The button is still present, but the only difference is that because the background label has moved up, the button kind of went behind. So if you want to see the button or hide the button, you can do that. Otherwise, you can move the background down again and have the button appear on top. So I hope this helps, and happy coding.